I've been getting asked this question a few times already. Aurelle EC or Parktown Residences, which should I buy if I'm eligible for both? Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Yvonne Lai, a property consultant and investor myself. In my 9 years of real estate career, I have had clients who moved to an EC and also clients who moved to condos. So the question is, how did they choose and is there a better option? So in today's video, I'll be walking you through 3 important factors for you to decide if you should be going for Aurelle EC or Parktown Residences. Before I begin, let me just share briefly about these 2 developments. I have talked about Parktown in my previous video, so now let's discuss more on Aurelle EC. Aurelle EC is by Sim Lian and it's located right beside Tenet, which is at Tampines Street 62. Total number of units is 760 units consisting of 3 to 5 bedrooms, and the estimated TOP is Q4 2027 or 2028, we're not sure yet. This is the second GFA harmonization EC to be launched after Novo Place. So comparing to Parktown Residences, which I explained earlier on my previous video, so if you're interested, you can look at that video for more analysis of that particular development. So interestingly, these 2 developments are going to be launched at the same time and they are almost side by side, which is the headache for most of the buyers out there now. So let's now get straight to the point. The first important factor you should consider is your age, because if you buy Aurelle EC, it means that you will be locked down by at least 8 to 9 years, about 3 to 4 years of TOP, followed by 5 years of MOP period. During this 5 years, you and your spouse will not be able to purchase any residential property even if you strike 4D. 8 to 9 years is a long time and it definitely will affect your loan tenure in the future. For example, if you're age 45 this year, 9 years later you're age 54. If you plan to do another upgrade, your loan tenure is only 11 years unless you down pay more to increase your loan tenure. And because of the shorter loan tenure, your monthly installment is also going to be higher, which is quite scary. So my recommendation is, if today you're very young, between 20 to 30s, or you're wiser in 50s, and this probably is your last move, or you still have time to right size, then Aurelle EC is good for you. However, if you're in the mid-40s and you probably might not want to waste your time 8 to 9 years waiting for the EC to MOP before you look at the next move, because 9 years later, housing prices definitely will increase and monthly installments might also scare you. So in this case, Parktown could be a better option for you and it might be more palatable. My opinion is solely based on my years of consultation with my clients and seeing so many of them at different life stages. So there's definitely a lot of other factors to consider. If you're unsure, please feel free to reach out to me. Right, factor number 2 is finances, which is your aka your down payment. Out of 10 people I spoke to, 8 of them will think that EC is very affordable. But do you know what? You might need to come up with more down payment if you're looking to buy an EC, unfortunately. Because there is a difference between the loan calculations if you're buying an EC versus if you're buying a condo. And the loan that you can get for an EC is probably going to be half of that of a condo only. Because EC uses this matrix called the mortgage servicing ratio, which means 30% of your income can use to take up any housing loan. Whereas for a condo, you are using a matrix called the total debt servicing ratio, which in short the TDSR, which is 55% of your income can be used to take up any loans that you can have, including car loan, personal loan, study loan, and housing loan. So for example, if you and your spouse are age 30 and earn 14k per month, your EC loan is probably going to be 879,000 versus a condo loan close to 1.6 plus million dollars. Can you see that you actually might need to come up with more down payment if you're looking at purchasing an EC? So before your purchase and before you make a decision, do make sure that you do your calculations properly first and you have sufficient funds to go for Aurelle EC. Otherwise, you might find that Parktown could be more palatable for you despite the higher price tag. A lot of my clients who are looking at purchasing an EC are also HDB upgraders. So if you're in this category, do take note of the 2 different payment schemes when purchasing an EC. The calculations for the normal payment scheme and the deferred payment scheme are also different, which also means you have to check if you have enough CPF and do you have cash proceeds to allow you to buy Aurelle EC. Otherwise, Parktown could again be more palatable for you. If you have already gone through your financial calculations, you would know what I'm talking about, but if you haven't, then please make sure that you do these checks first, as you do not want to land yourself in a situation where you place your down payment money and you have to forfeit because you realize you do not have enough. So factor number 3, do you have a place to move to after you sell your HDB, and what is your overall budget? If your answer is no, you have no place to move to, and you are strongly against renting a property, then Aurelle EC might be a better option for you because you can take the deferred payment scheme, stay in the HDB, and then only sell upon key collection. But it also depends on your overall budget. If you don't have a sizable budget to purchase a decent number of bedrooms in Parktown, and you just buy a 1 or 2 bedroom for investment, plus you still need to rent and wait until it's TOP, then the capital gains might not even be enough to cover your rental, which is also something for you to weigh out. Yeah, so in summary, if you qualify to purchase Aurelle EC and Parktown, then your age, your finances, your budget, and whether you have a place to move to can be the 3 guiding factors for you to consider whether Aurelle EC or Parktown is more suitable for you. All in all, this is why I think Aurelle EC is a no-brainer, and here is my guess on the price. Looking at the area analysis, I took the surrounding developments to do a comparison. So City Life and Tampines Trillium are the former ECs, and of course Tenet, the newest EC. And you can see that the highest PSF for City Life and Tampines Trillium is at 1006 PSF, which is performing as well as the nearby condos. If you look at the price trend and the chart, right, doesn't matter whether you're an EC or condo, you grow the same way, you increase the same way. So let's now take a look at the profit gains by the EC owner. They are insane. City Life, there are 158 profitable transactions and 0 unprofitable ones. Tampines Trillium, which is older, a total of 266 profitable transactions and only 1 unprofitable transactions. In my Parktown analysis video, I also shared examples of having an integrated development beside an EC and how these ECs have been performing super well. Yeah, so you can take a look at the clip here. Here, I compare 2 areas where there's an integrated development and an EC side by side. The first area would be Punggol area, where we have Watertown, that's above Waterway Point, and Privé EC. So from the chart, you can see that both developments have the same price trend. They increase and they decrease at the same time. But the clear winner here is Privé EC, increasing at a faster rate of 106% since day 1, comparing to Watertown. Next, let's take a look at the Buangkok area, where we have Sengkang Grand Residences and Esperina Residences, which is an EC. Sengkang Grand, being the newer development, increased a total of 16% from launch day. Within the same time frame, Esperina EC has outdone Sengkang Grand with an increase of 46% from 2019 to 2024, despite being 9 years older. So, being the second GFA harmonization EC and taking reference from Noble Place, here's my guess on the launch price of Aurelle EC. Noble's price break-even PSF is 1289 PSF per plot ratio, and based on the price that is being sold, the margin is between 17 to 30%. Using this as a reference from Aurelle EC, I'm estimating the PSF to be about 1,550 onwards if we are lucky, and to about 1,700-ish PSF. Then again, the question I would like you to think about is, if you really have a budget to purchase Aurelle EC with a down payment of 600 to 800k, are there better options for you to consider that can allow you to make money faster? I hope you enjoyed this video and find it helpful to make a decision. If you would like to find out more on your personal situation, please feel free to reach out to me so that I can give you a personalized advice. And if you like my content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts too. I would love to hear from you and have a discussion. Bye!